Hello, today's topic is doing the preliminary assignments, those assignments that you need to do on Monday and Tuesday. They will be due on Tuesday. First thing you need to look for is when you get into your Blackboard page, it'll look similar to this. I'm not sure exactly how yours will look. This is how it'll look for the professor when I have my edit mode off. There's the introductory module, which you'll have something due on Tuesday, July 12th. Becomes available to you, I guess, on Monday morning real early. So you can start in on that. Ask your professor where you write messages to me that you think your classmates might want to have a response to, but might need to know as well. You don't have to do it there. You can send me an email for a personal response, but maybe your classmates might know, but generally it goes to me. If you give a good topic for the discussion, then your fellow students might look if they might have the same question. Okay, tips for a good start, APA quoting. Look at all these things. I'll talk about some of these again later. Okay, and then you have chapter 1, chapter 2, and so forth. Remember, that's when you click on the content side of the menu. And this is what you're going to get, and this is where you start. Click on the syllabus, you'll be able to see the syllabus. And course messages. I won't be using course messages. You'll see that in the announcements. In announcements on your home page, you should have an announcement for this course saying that I only accept emails that come through the TAMU email, the Dusty email that you use. Blackboard ones, I don't get notifications for those. I have to go looking for them every day. But if I get something from you morning or night or middle of the day, I'll see that. I'll look at my course messages maybe in Blackboard maybe once a week. So just try to avoid that. Send them through the Dusty email. Okay, let's look at the introductory items that you have to do right away. Introductory module, it tells you all the things to do. Now, if it says something on here and we don't have it here, just ignore it or ask me about it. Meet your instructor, a little bit about me. I've told you already in my other video I sent yesterday. Meet and greet forum, introduce yourself. So here's the meet and greet forum. Now this is a discussion post. Tell me about yourself. Write a short essay letting me know a bit about yourself. Include your interests, career goals, overall goals. What expectations do you have taking this class? Please tell us if you're already teaching, if you have teaching experience. If you were my student in the past, please let us know about that because some of you might have been my student and then you changed your major, or maybe you're just back here for some other reason. I'd like to know. A lot of the names are similar. Some of your names look very familiar to me, but I'm not sure. Maybe you're the child of one of my former students and you might have the same name. Okay, to write a post, click on the Create Thread button at the top once inside the discussion forum. Add a title. I would say put your name, introduction, and then do your text, write it out, and you might want to check your grammar and spelling by using a word processor document, then copy and paste it into the box. Once you have posted, you'll be able to see your classmates' posts. I'm not sure if you'll see them before or just after. Be sure to reply to at least 3 people's postings. To reply to someone else's post, view a post you would like to reply to, and then click on the reply link at the bottom of the window. Post a title and message, and then submit. Remember, you have your own, and then you have 3 others that have to do it. I talked in a previous video about those 10 extra points that we have from the discussions. And so this is where they're going to be. You're going to get 10 points for doing this meet and greet form, combination of this meet and greet form. Okay, but here we go. The meet and greet form. Click on the link here, and you'll see no items found. And so what you would do here is you create your thread, and it gives you the instructions again. You put your subject, then you either type or copy and paste into the box, and then you submit. Make sure you submit. And that is going to be due Tuesday, 11:59. Now, if you're going to get replies from other people, you're going to have to turn it in a little bit earlier. So the earlier you do it, and you can't do other people's until you've done yours. I don't want to have 5 of you waiting until like the very last minute. If you post yours at the very last minute, like after 11 o'clock at night, then very few people are going to read about you. Maybe they can do it after the assignment is over, because it'll be up there for the whole semester. As they get to know you through your postings and the discussion boards, they'll probably look back and find out a little bit more about you. And I expect all of you to check on all other students that read what you've written. Now there's like 19 or 20 of you so far. That's a lot to read, lot to read for me, and probably a lot to read for you, but I think you'll enjoy getting to know your classmates. And if you have face-to-face classes in the MAT program, you probably know what each other looks like. I have no idea, but I'll find out through UConnect, or I forget what they call it, where they have your transcripts and so forth, and they have your picture as well. And so we'll talk more about that later. Okay, so that's what you do for that. And that's a big part of what you have to do. And then, of course, you have to read through the syllabus, the one I talked to you about. And so if you've listened to my video and watched my video, you have pretty much accomplished that. Okay, I went back and I modified the page here, and I made available to you something after the Meet and Greet forum, acknowledgement of the EDCI 5315 syllabus. Okay, so you look at this, and what you do here, this is very simple. It's a test, but there's one question and one question only. Click Begin to start acknowledgement of EDCI 5315. Click Cancel to go back and so forth. But what it is it says, I acknowledge and I understand and I accept, and basically acknowledging that you've seen the syllabus. And then you click Yes. And there's only one answer. It's got to be yes. And if it's yes, you get your points. And the points for this and the points for the other part will be the first 10 points for the course, and then we'll see if the gradebook is working, and I'll give you a little bit of orientation on the gradebook as we go along too. So that's something else you have to do for that first day. Now later on today, tomorrow, I'll probably send it tomorrow, I'll talk about Chapter 1, what's important in Chapter 1 and about the assignment and my expectations for the assignment, and we'll discuss the rubric and so forth for that. But for now, this is all you have for Monday and Tuesday. We're letting you start slow, but on Wednesday it becomes very intense. Make sure you have your textbook and you're ready to go. It wouldn't hurt you to read Chapter 1 to begin with, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2.